And right now, don't go anywhere. We're moving into the semifinals of the U18 Modern MMA 50 kg division.
Your winner by way of first round submission, hailing from India, the blue corner, Satam Shriya.
Such a fun
Our next bout also takes place in the under 18 modern MMA women's 50 kilogram category. Introducing first, hailing from right here in Uzbekistan, Shohida Rustamjanova.
Our first semifinal of the day coming up now.
And her opponent hailing from Kazakhstan, from the red corner, Bakieva Amalina. When the action begins, your referee is Prachiti from India.
Here we go, ladies U18 semifinal here in the 50 kg category, modern MMA. Amelina representing Kazakhstan in the red. Rustamjanova, hometown girl from Uzbekistan, in the blue. Here we go, folks. 2 finishes in the 2 first bouts. See what these young athletes have. Tough clinch work, good escape. A bit of a glancing blow to the head there, but not a big deal. Nice shot to the body there. Single leg, great patience, great follow through. A bit of a half guard position here, strikes to the body, probably scoring. Full mount, great dominant position. Nice to see the refs letting him work. Are we going to see another armbar? That's a nice reversal from Rustamjanova. The Uzbek fighters have been doing great here at this event in Tashkent. Oop. Interesting little scrap going on here. Amelina seems sort of fairly comfortable from her back, throwing up submissions. Yep. Referee wanted to see a little more action, so we're standing them back up. And Uzbekistan in the blue, Kazakhstan in the red. Great sprawl there. Amelina a bit of the aggressor, but Rustamjanova doing great. Oh, spinning back kick just misses. Oh no, that could be in. That's dangerous. Amelina going for a finish here in round 1. Only a few seconds left. Wow. Wow. Good job by the referee to allow that. That was close. Again, two-minute rounds. We'll do one more minute if we need it in our overtime that we're somewhat referring to as the lightning round. We saw a few yesterday. We even had an appeal on yesterday's card that went to our arbitration process where we pick from our officiating pool 3 independent refs re-watch the fight. If their determination agrees with the original decision, then the arbitration is over, and that's what happened. If they disagree, we go to another 3-judge panel to make sure that, these things happen so fast, to make sure if a referee makes a mistake or if the judging is just egregiously wrong, that, these young athletes have a chance to plead their case. Yep. Here we go, round 2. Competitive first round. And Kazakhstan in the red, Uzbekistan in the blue. No surprise these two ended up in the semifinals. Wow. Incredible body kick there, dropping her opponent. Again, Emilina very comfortable off her back. I think Rustam Janova likes being on her back all that much. She's had a couple of very crafty escapes. Good action. Emilina continues to stalk. Very low kick from Rustam Janova there. Nice counter strikes to the body. Successful strategy here. And she knows her opponent wants to grapple and she's not going to let her. Great D, but the ref might call for a little more offensive action, but Emilina keeps engaging. And we are out of bounds. Both fighters connected, won't count against either competitor. Didn't quite catch that warning from the ref. Great timing from the Uzbeki. And we are out again. Really impressed with the strategy of Rustam Janova. She's got an aggressive opponent in front of her. She knows she's going to level change. She just keeps striking for points and not being there when she shoots. Crafty game plan. That's got to be really frustrating for Emilina. Bit of a one-dimensional approach here as we've gone to the later part of the second round. Great little scrap. And again, this is the semifinals. The final of this U18 50 kg division will be tomorrow. All of the youth finals will be tomorrow. Then we take a day break, and then we come back for the adults for 3 days. So you got 6 days of action here at the AMMA 2026 Championships in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Scores are in. Let's get our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of action, the judges have come to a majority decision in favor of the blue corner from Uzbekistan, Shahida Rustamjanova.
Another hometown victory. You love to see it. I don't want to call it pressure, but there's a lot riding on these local athletes when you invite 22 regions into your nation for an event like this. So it is great to see the locals taking home a number of victories, and We'll have a bunch of athletes from Uzbekistan in the finals tomorrow.
Bout number 4 takes place in the under 16 modern MMA men's 60 kilogram category. Introducing first, hailing from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, from the blue corner, Al-Qatani Yazid. And his opponent from the red corner, hailing from Mongolia, Erkambata Kasherdane. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Nurbek Jumanov from Uzbekistan.
And if you've been here with us since the beginning, you can see how fast we move through these bouts. So we got 23 to get through today. 9 here in our morning session, another semifinal here. The U16 60 kg division. Mongolia and Saudi Arabia in there. Wow. Bit of a chaotic opening to that round. Interesting attempt to pull his opponent into guard. Didn't work out for the young man, but managed to find a cheeky little trip in there. And we're going to give him a few minutes to pull himself back together. Looked to be accidental. Great job by the ref here. Fighter safety definitely paramount at these AMMA events. Wow, right into full mount. That was nice by the ref. Let him work. He let him work for an extra second or two, but they were clearly out of bounds. There was no finish imminent. Al-Qatani in the blue clearly wants to get this fight to the ground, but that body kick's so effective. It's certainly scoring. You can hear it echo throughout this venue. Oof. Great knees up the middle. This can't feel good. Again, another attempt to just pull his opponent into guard. That is crafty. I guess I see why he's so confident, even if it sort of backfires. He's got that trip in his back pocket. Erkambata doing good with the striking, but he clearly gets flummoxed a bit with the very original sort of takedown attempts and great clinch work by both fighters. Those knees are probably scoring. They're certainly landing. Great low kick on the break there. Great defense, heck of a takedown. Keep him down for 3 seconds. Control him for 3 seconds here. It'll score, and I think that'll probably get it done with the judges. As the day goes on, I'll walk you through some of the scoring criteria here. It's very original. It's just a fantastic rule set that AMMA has set up to allow these youths to essentially go full speed, 100%. There are no strikes to the head. Torso and legs are allowed. Submissions are obviously allowed. they tend to prioritize action here as well. So if there's nothing really going on when the fighters go to the ground, we're going to stand them up. You'll occasionally see the referee throw an arm out, where we'll start a 20-second timer in a situation where there's no one's advancing for a submission, there's not a lot of action going on, there's not a lot of scoring going on the ground. We'll get them back to their feet after 20 seconds. You'll hear that in the background at times today throughout the broadcast. Here we go, round 2 of 2. These 2-minute rounds are always just full of action. Erkembatar doing a great job here of landing strikes and avoiding that clinch. There it is. Al-Qahtani clearly thinks he has the advantage on the ground. So you see, since he wasn't attached to his opponent when he went out, that is 1 of 3 allowed out of bounds before you are DQ'd. Has to be in the same round. So no point taken, but can only go out 2 more times in this minute and 15 we have left in the second round. Not where Erkembatar wants to be, and he's back on his back. Solid top pressure from Al-Qahtani. Ooh, that's dangerous. Got 45 seconds to work. Clearly threatening a submission, so the ref's going to let him work here. Hard to see from this vantage point how much danger Erkembatar is in. Al-Qahtani really impressive here. Those are significant shots to the body, maintains control. Oh, another armbar attempt. There we go, heck of a second round. I think we've all got our predictions for who took that, but I'll keep the suspense going. Let's wait until we see what the judges say.
With the scores tied after 2 rounds of action, we will go to a lightning round decider. We will have 1 minute round of overtime.
Remarkably, we've got a tie after 2, and we are going to their 1 minute overtime. The scores were briefly flashed on the screen, but unfortunately I don't have a calculator and I don't work that fast. Thankfully they let us know it was a tie, and we're going one more here. Again, semifinal action. One of these men will move on to tomorrow's finals. Nice side kick from Al-Khatani, but I think Erkembatar is scoring better here in the early part of the round. Uh-oh, and back on his back. They're probably going to be there for 3 seconds to score. These blows to the body may or may not be scoring. We've got the timer running here. If you can hear the beep in the background, that means he has 20 seconds to work here on the ground. This would be quite the conundrum for the judges, I'd imagine, if there isn't more advancement here. I think Erkembatar in the red probably took the first few moments. Wow, heck of a scrap. Both going for it. The Mongolian finds himself on top here. Wow. Wow. Heck of a scrap. Dying to see who moves on to the finals here. I'm glad I'm a commentator and not a judge, though.
Following our overtime round, the judges have come to a split decision in favor of the red corner from Mongolia, Erkembatar Khashoggi.
Wow. Clearly a lot of frustration from Al-Khatani. I understand where that comes from. Very close competition.
Our next bout takes place. Semifinals action under 16 modern MMA men's 60 kilograms. Introducing first from the blue corner, hailing from Kyrgyzstan, Suinbayev Umar. And his opponent in the red corner, hailing from Uzbekistan, Abdurrahman Rafshanov.
Here we go, bout number 6 already, and we started about 30 minutes ago. We've got India and Kazakhstan in there, and we've got quite a contingent here from Kazakhstan cheering on their fighter. It's the U16 70 kg semifinal. Let's see who moves on to tomorrow here. 2 2-minute rounds coming up. India in the red, Kazakhstan in the blue. Ooh. Very crafty striking there, but we did have a blow to the head. We're going to make sure the young athlete is okay. We're going to get right back to the action. Again, torso and legs are okay. Stay away from the head. Oof, that's tight. That is very tight. Gets the tap immediately. Wow. That's how you do it, folks, especially in a round-robin format. Get in, get out, get your win, move on. That young man's got to be thrilled right now.
Introducing your winner by way of first round submission from Uzbekistan, the red corner, Abdurrahman. Next up, we have the men's semi-final in modern MMA under 16 in the 70 kilogram category. Introducing first, from the blue corner, Kazakhstan's Sakyan Artyom.
Bout number 7 coming your way. U16, 70 kgs, semifinal to see who moves on to tomorrow's finals. We got Mongolia and Uzbekistan.
And his opponent from the red corner, hailing from India, Kar Arush. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Noribek Jumanov from Uzbekistan.
Quick correction on that last bout. Those were the 60 kg semifinals. We are now moving up to the bigger boys at 70 kgs. India in the red, Kazakhstan in the blue. Round 1 of 2, and a third if we need it. Oof. Knee up the middle is dangerously close. Bit of a half-hearted shoot there, easily defended. Really effective striking from Artyom. Volume seems to be overwhelming Aryush for the moment. See if he can figure it out. Defending the body well. Tough to know how many of those are scoring in the judges' eyes. These takedowns aren't working out well for him, though. Ref content to let him work here. Relatively dominant position from Artyom. Trying to adjust his way to the finish. Ooh, might be threatening armbar again. Aryush wisely scrambles out of there. Back to their feet, 25 seconds to go. That clinch knee is effective. Good defense from both fighters here. 10 seconds to go. Good striking from Aryush there. Great angles on those punches. Couldn't hear either corner, and quite frankly I might not speak their language, but they seem to be giving similar advice to their fighters about striking with more of an angle. They're both doing a great job of defending straight up the middle of the torso. I think you want to get around that guard, hit more to the side of the sternum. Here we go, round 2 of 2. 70 kg semifinals. I think we had an accidental blow to the head. Could have been a clash of heads. Ref content to let them work their way on the ground here. Very crafty transition there from Artyom. That's tight. Aryush looks fine for now. You can hear the timer in the background. The ref doesn't consider this to be threatening enough. We're going to wind down the 20 seconds, see if Aryush can survive and get back to his feet. Here we go. When you hear that whistle, that means the 20 seconds has expired on the ground, and we're going to stand both competitors back up in the middle. That's not what Aryush wanted to happen right there. Takedown work of Artyom, the clinch work of Artyom is definitely causing problems for Aryush here, and now he finds himself nearly mounted. Great little escape there. Solid defense from his back. Another triangle attempt here from Artyom. Gave up on it. Solid knees there from the Indian fighter, but he's got to be careful with this arm. That went about as well as it could have for Aryush. That whistle tends to confuse our DJ here in the venue. You might hear that a few times today. I like it, personally. Ryush attempting a choke there, but I'm not sure that was legitimately threatening his opponent, so I don't know how that's going to score in the judges' eyes. Interesting to see how they see it.
After 2 rounds of action, the judges have come to a majority decision in favor of the blue corner, hailing from Kazakhstan, Sarakyan Artyom.
Can't argue with it. Interesting scores from the judges. 18-20, 19-20, 19-19. Again, I like my job. I do not want to be in the judges' shoes. It's a lot of pressure. These are very serious athletes. This is an important stage in their career.
Our next semifinal takes place in the under-16 traditional MMA men's category at 55 kilograms. Introducing first from the blue corner, hailing from Mongolia, Purvidor Sanjadamba. And his opponent, hailing from Uzbekistan, from the red corner, Islombek Tolkinboyev.
That's not one fair.
When the action begins, your referee on the mat is Hadi from Bahrain.
Local Uzbekistan in the blue, Mongolia in the red. Bout number 7 of 9 here this morning. Here we go. Not considered out of bounds because both fighters were engaged. Great striking from both. Looks like Rakhmatov was trying to send Dolgun for a ride and got reversed right on the border. Both fighters jockeying for position here. We've got a takedown. If he doesn't control him for 3 seconds, it's not going to score. Fighter works his way out of there. It doesn't count as an official out of bounds, but it typically results in a point for your opponent if you need to escape that way. Wow. Heck of a takedown. Great striking clash by both right there. See what they've got on the ground. Good body work from Rakhmatov. Dilgun struggling a bit here, trying to figure out what to do. Escape, throw up submissions, finds himself now jeopardizing his back a bit. Oh, we've had a few arm bars here today, and feels like Rakhmatov might be softening up Dilgun here right now. Here we go. Here we go. Certainly moving to an inverted triangle. Not exactly the way that you want to finish a round if you're Dilgun. I think fairly comfortably say who took that round, but you never know. The action moves fast in there, and not everyone sees it the same, but yes, sir. 10-9, 10-9, 10-8 on one of the judges' scorecards here. And again, Uzbekistan continues to do very well at these 2026 AMMAs here in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. You love to see it. Going to be a bit of an uphill climb for Dilgun here in his second and potentially final round, as he lost 10-9, 10-9, 10-8 in that first round. So he's got to make something special happen here. Curious to see how that will score. Was there 3 seconds of control before we went out of bounds? Wow. Great transition there. Completely reversed that position. Back on top. We're running the 20-second timer here unless we see some more action or more dominant position. Okay, now it's safe to say after losing the first round, Dilgun is likely down here in the second round. He's really going to need to bring it these last 40 seconds. Great timing from Rakhmatov. He's just got him figured out. Barring something miraculous, this is quite the victory for the Uzbekistan native. I think we're going to end the second round much the way we did the first. Well, it's our first sort of one-sided affair of the day. That'll happen. Both of these gentlemen made it to the semifinals, but I just don't think it was Dilgun's day today. But let's see what the judges have to say. You never know.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by unanimous decision from the blue corner, Uzbekistan's Izatbek Rakhmatov.
No surprises there as Uzbekistan continues to roll. I'm lucky enough to stay in the Olympic Village with all of these athletes, and they're such good young dudes. It's hilarious how much poise they have.
Our next bout is the men's semifinal under 16 traditional MMA in the 55 kilogram category. Introducing first, from the blue corner, Mongolia's Perivdor Sanjadamba.
Back to traditional MMA we go, thus the gi tops. Grabbing of the clothing is allowed.
And his opponent, hailing from Uzbekistan, from the red corner, Islamabek Tokinboyev. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Wang Fei from China.
This will be our 8th bout of 9. You notice the wardrobes have changed because we've moved to traditional MMA. 55 kg semifinal here. Let's see who moves on to the finals tomorrow. Two 2-minute rounds. A third overtime 1-minute round if we need it. Right off the bat, getting after it. Nice takedown. Great strikes from the top. Great escape there. Defied gravity. Ooh. Wow. Again, I'm glad I'm not a judge. Everybody's scoring here. These are talented young men. Again, grabbing of the clothing allowed in the traditional category. Great throw there. And that's why we do the gi top and the grabbing of the clothing. So many of these regions have a martial art like judo or kurash here in Uzbekistan. There's largely throws. Dominant position here from Tolkambayev, but not threatening much. So you'll hear the timer running in the background. We're going to give him 20 seconds to work on the ground. Sanjay Damba just content to wait out that 20-second timer. Great counter striking from the Uzbek native. Good low kick from Sanjay Damba. Great timing on that shot. Secured the takedown. He's got him down for 3 seconds. See what he can do with it. 10 seconds in the round. Wow, interesting little scrap. Competitive round. Tolkenboyev was doing great earlier, but that's definitely not the optics he wanted at the end of the round. That's fair. 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. All three judges from Tolkenboyev, fighting out of Uzbekistan here, fighting at home. Gonna need to see a bit more from Sanjay Damba here in the second round. Again, the 55 kg semifinal here will decide on a champion tomorrow. And we've got 14 more bouts for you in the afternoon today. So if you haven't set your notifications, go to YouTube, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Second round of our 8th bout here this morning. We're doing 9, taking a break, and then 14 in the afternoon. Here we go. Not sure what the ref saw there. Was there a blow to the head? Yep. No strikes to the head here. And again, I think it's a brilliant way to allow these young athletes to go absolutely 100%. But we're not naive here. We know that there will be the occasional accident. We just have mitigated it down to as low as possible, trying to make it akin to other youth sports. And also, I think it's incredibly valuable for these young athletes to be able to get to really uncork, go 100%, work on all these techniques. Wow. Wow. Great defense from Sanjay Damba. He's in a very precarious position and he just hasn't been able to take him down here. Wow. No, that's not going to count as a takedown. Right back to their feet. Very evenly matched. You can feel those knees from here. Those are certainly landing, and I'd imagine they're scoring. We found the border out of bounds, but they're engaged. Won't count against either competitor. Nice little combination there from Tolkenboyev. Oof. Just awful timing from Sanjay Damba there. Ended up in a world of trouble. We may have an accidental shot to the head as well. Both competitors have now been warned. What a throw. So evenly matched. They level change at the exact same time. The mat format really makes you go that extra mile. Once you get close to the border there, it turns into sumo essentially. Great leg kick. Tolkenboyev looking really good here. He's got 20 seconds remaining in the round. Can likely keep him here for the rest of it. Got to watch those blows to the head. Rough way to finish this round for Sanjay Damba. Tolkenboyev looking fantastic here in front of the local crowd.
Your winner by unanimous decision from the red corner from Uzbekistan, Islambek Tokenbayev. Introducing bout number 9, a final in the under-16 traditional MMA women's 50 kilogram category. Introducing first from the blue corner, from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Muyigena. And her opponent, hailing from right here in Uzbekistan, from the red corner, Sabrina Oktamova.
We have our first final of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. U16 traditional MMA women's 50 kg. Uzbekistan and Saudi Arabia. Sabrina Oktamova representing Uzbekistan, Muyigena, Saudi Arabia. Both of these young ladies look very happy to be in this position. I think we're just pausing for pageantry, heightening the suspense. We've been moving pretty quick today. I'll allow this. Tension here is palpable. Women's 50 kg finals. I like it. Pageantry. This is a serious moment. Final instructions coming up. Sportsmanship. It's so tense in here right now. Here we go. Who's going to walk away the champ? Wow. Dynamic start, but clearly an accidental blow to the head in that combination, of that flurry of punches. The pressure from Oktamova is insane. I don't think Gaina saw this coming. Wow, great way to start off the final. Gaina looking very determined, though. We're out of bounds. Very effective clinch from Oktamova there. She's not trying to leave any doubt for the judges. There's a lot of language being spoken here today. I'm not quite sure what happened with Akhtamova. She was on fire. Now seems incredibly distracted. Good clinch work from both ladies. One of those out of bounds. I'm going to check in with the young lady and make sure she's okay. All right, 1 minute left here in round one. I think Akhtamova may have taken an injury. She's a warrior. She's going to keep competing. Oh, and gets another very nice trip. That's very wise. There's clearly something going on in the feet. Gaina was starting to make up ground. Let's take her back where she does not want to be, and again, leave no doubt for the judges. With a takedown, if you got them down for 3 seconds, you score. You need to disengage and re-engage to score any further. Wow. I don't know what happened there. Mouth guard, half out, back take, rear naked, and gets the submission. We have an Uzbek champion here at Tashkent. Love to see it. Crowd loves it. I'll get you some clarification on exactly what went down here in the afternoon session, because I have my own questions, to be perfectly honest. Adulation. Beautiful.
Your winner by way of submission from the red corner, Sabrina Akhtamova of Uzbekistan.
Local crowd absolutely loving it. Gaina clearly very frustrated, but these are competitive athletes. That kind of stuff's going to happen. You can't win them all. She has nothing to be ashamed of. She should be proud of herself just for flying all this way, getting in here.
That concludes session 3. We will see you later this afternoon for session 4.
Yep, we are done with our bouts here of the morning. We've got 14 in the afternoon. About 50% of those are going to be semifinals as well, to see who moves on to day 3. Don't go anywhere. Like, subscribe, and set your notifications. AMMA 2026 from Tashkent, Uzbekistan.
so difficult.